Good morning, dear 10th class students. In previous lesson, we learned about the third chapter, production and employment. Now, in this video class, we are learning about the fourth lesson, climate. Already in 9th class, you have learned about weather and climate in the chapter of atmosphere. So today also I recapture that climate and weather. Most of the people use these two words with similar meanings, but actually there is a lot of difference between this climate and weather. What is the weather? The state of atmospheric condition of an area for a particular time. The state of atmospheric condition of an area for a particular time. What is this? So it indicates a small area and also particular time means small period of time. There may be changes in weather, means it is fluctuate very often, means within seconds or within hours there is a change in this weather. It's not stable. Suppose sometimes we observe that there is too hot, immediately there is a cloudy climate. Like that, there is changes in the conditions, that is weather. What about climate? It is also state of atmospheric condition, but for a larger area over a long period of time. Means it's simply called average weather condition. Average weather condition of an area for a large period of time, nearly 30 years. Average of 30 years. Average of 30 years. If we find out the weather, then we get the climate. For example, we know that based on latitude, Earth divided into some climatical zones. First one, from 23.5 degrees north to 23.5 degrees south. What about the climate of this region? It is temperate zone. Climate is very hot. So how is the climate here? Hot. Next, from tropics to circle, both sides, it is called, first one is tropical zone, second one is temperate zone. This temperate zone is warm. What is the climate here? Warm. And this, from circles to poles, polar region. How is the polar region? Cold. Climate of this is cold. So this is the general pattern. General pattern of an area for a long period of time. That too, the average of weather conditions is called climate. Next, what are the elements of climate or weather? Just a minute. Elements. These are common elements for both climate and weather. What is meant by elements? What are the factors we are explaining in describing climate and weather? That is, for example, temperature, pressure means atmospheric pressure, humidity, precipitation, etc. You know that temperature, the relative heat of coldness of any object is called temperature. It both express hot and cold. If the temperature is high, it indicates hot. If the temperature is low, it indicates cold. What about the pressure? Like other things, air also has some pressure. Means it has some weight. It puts pressure on certain things. The weight of vertical column of an air, weight of vertical column of air at a point is called atmospheric pressure. Humidity, you know that amount of water vapor. Amount of water vapor present in an air. Amount of water vapor present in the air is called humidity. Precipitation, it's example of precipitation is rainfall, snowfall, hail, etc. So when we express the climate or weather, what the element we are describing in that? Temperature, pressure, humidity, precipitation, etc. Next, for an area to express the temperature, rainfall, we use some graphs. That graphs are called climatograph or climographs. What is this? Climatograph or climographs? The graphs which show the monthly values of maximum temperature, minimum temperature and rainfall. The graph or picture which shows monthly values of maximum temperature, minimum temperature and rainfall of an area is called climatographs or climograph. So it is a graph or picture. How is this? For example, this side rainfall, here temperature we taken, and there is some bar graphs for each month. This is for each month one bar graph, and this side two lines are there in this graph. What is in lines? This upper line is maximum temperature, maximum temperature. This bottom line is minimum temperature, and this bar indicate the rainfall. What about these bars? Rainfall. So for different places in different months, these are in different types. For example, if you see a place, different factor influence the climate. So next topic is, what are the factors that influencing the climate? The next topic is factors that influence the climate. Factors that influence the mainly there are four factors. First one is latitude, second nearness to See, third, relief. It's also called as altitude. Means in simple language, height of a place. Fourth one, upper air circulation. Now, about latitude. What is latitude? Already in this class, previously I explained that our Earth divided into 3 climatical zones based on only latitude. Tropical zone. It's very important. Earth is divided into 3 climatical zones based on latitude. What are that? First one is tropical zone. Second one is temperate zone. Last one is polar zone. See here. If you observe the tropical zone, the places nearer to the equator are hotter than the places far away from the equator. This is the basic point for this latitude. The places which are nearer to the equator have experienced hot climate than the other places. So when we move far from the equator, what about the climate? Gradually cools. Only near the equator hot. So from that equator towards the poles, what about the temperature? Gradually decreases. Next, second, nearness to the sea. For example, here 2 factors mainly influence that in this nearness to sea, that is land breeze and sea breeze. Land breeze and sea breeze. How these are formed? Because of variation in pressure. For example, this is the land, this is the sea, means this is coast. When a high temperature is recorded, the sea receives the insolation. Insolation means incoming solar radiation very slowly. Receives the insolation. Okay. Coast, sea. Here absorption and also radiation is very slow. On the sea, absorption and also radiation is very slow. What is this absorption and radiation? Absorption means receiving. Radiation means reflecting, losing heat. So it slowly heated up and slowly cools down. What about the coast? It has inverse condition. Means it's very speedily receives the heat, so heated up quickly and cools down very quickly. Heated up quickly, cools down quickly. So because of this variation, different pressures are in the coast and on the sea. Whenever any place is heated up quickly, there immediately high pressure is formed. Low pressure is formed. Why? Heated up molecules are expand and moving upward direction. So for that here low pressure is there. On the coastal areas, it is heated up quickly, for that low pressure is formed. But what about the sea? Here high pressure at that time. Why? Because of the influence of sea, it is heated up slowly. So, still it is high pressure. We know that wind moves from high pressure to low pressure. So, wind is moving from sea to coast. What the wind that is moving from sea to the coast, it contains some moisture, means wetness. For the coastal areas are cooler than the interior parts. Means suppose in our country, for example, these are all coastal area, and North India, it is away from the coast. So coastal states of South India experience cool climate. It is also called as moderate climate. Moderate climate. So the climate that experience the coastal areas is called moderate climate. What is moderate climate? Throughout the year, similar general conditions, means in temperature, there is no much variation. Suppose in maths we are learned about range. What is the range? The difference between maximum value and minimum value. If we take in that range for the temperature of this area, it is very less. So there is no much difference between maximum and minimum temperature throughout the year. That type of climate is in coastal areas. But if we see the interior parts, there is no influence of sea on this region. So for that here, there is much variations. So in some season very hot, in some season very cold. This variation clearly we can see in interior parts, which is away from the sea. In that way, sea influence the climate. Third one is relief. What is the relief? Simply I already told that altitude or height. How will height influence the climate? If you go to the mountain areas, and also in summer regions, some people go to the summer resorts, horse hills in Chitturu, some other hilly places. Why? This is the factor. It is the foot of the mountain. It is apex part, means top. When we move from foot to the top, the temperature is gradually decreased. What about the temperature? When height is increased, temperature decrease. When height is increased, temperature decrease. Hence, hilltops are cooler than the foot of the mountain. Okay. In this way, when height is increased, temperature decrease. For that, top of the hills are cooler even in summer season. Next, upper air circulation. Upper air circulation. This is the last factor that influences that. What is this? Jet streams in our country, which blow in a narrow bed, at a 12,000 meters height is called upper air circulation. So it is a narrow jet streams, means fast flowing air currents which blow in a narrow band at 12,000 meters height, up to 12,000 meters height. What is the influence of this upper air circulation? It causes the neighboring atmosphere to cool. Because of the influence of the jet streams, in our country at 25 degrees north, these jet streams are formed. Because of that, neighboring atmosphere become cools. We know that cool air always gives the rainfall. So in that way, these upper air circulations cause for the rainfall by cooling the neighboring atmosphere. This is, okay, once again, factors that influence the climate. There are mainly 4 factors. This is an essay question, so be careful. First one is latitude. Second one is nearness to the sea. Third is relief, means height. Fourth is upper air circulations. Okay, next lesson we learn about weather, climate and other factors. Thank you.